Hi friends, it's Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches. Welcome to Flosstube number 55. Today is Friday, May the 9th, 2025, and I'm happy you're joining me today. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch patterns, fabric, thread, things I'm working on, plans I'm making, things I've finished. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. First and foremost, my husband had his hip surgery on Wednesday. He is doing fine. We're at home now. Doctor told us that day 3 was going to be the worst, and so far he has been correct. So he got up this morning, was able to take a shower. We have a walker. Wednesday night was a little rough in the hospital. Gosh, it's just a long story, but he's doing fine. He's been up walking and things like that. So thank you so much for your prayers and your sweet messages. Let me know you're thinking of me. That was really, really wonderful. And it definitely kept me company in the hospital because his surgery was delayed and was like 4 hours later than what it should have been. And it was supposed to be at 11:30. At 1:30, they took him back for a nerve block. And I was under the impression that I would get to see him again before the surgery, and I didn't. So I was literally sitting in the waiting room by myself, stitching the entire time and just trying to calm my nerves. So I appreciate everybody that reached out. Thank you so much. We did definitely feel your prayers, so thank you. Also, I had a lot of messages and a lot of comments on my last video about people who have also lost kids too. That was really scary, but it makes me feel a lot better to know that I'm not the only one whose child has wandered off. So it was super scary, and hopefully we never have to go there again, but I didn't feel like such a terrible parent. Kids. Okay, so let's hop right into stitching. So this week on Wednesday, we kicked off the Merry Bovee Stitch Along, and that is by Stacy Nash. It's hosted by myself and my dear friend Nichol Spohr, and I actually tried starting it on Wednesday when we were in the hospital, and obviously my lighting was bad, so I just set it aside. So I really had my first couple stitches on it yesterday, so I was a little bit of a day late. Let me show you the chart if you're not familiar with it. Here it is right here. I did a full color and cotton color conversion on this. I had actually was going to stitch on a piece of kind of a dark gray from Color and Cotton. And it's like once I started stitching on it, I got maybe 8 or 10 stitches in, and I just did not love how it looked. I thought my dark soil was too dark. That's from XJU, and I ended up pushing through on the dark soil, and I love it. So I'm really glad that I stuck to it. So here is my teeny tiny start. Let me put my little board up behind it. My teeny tiny start. I have a little bit of a stem. I am a center starter. And this is a tighter weave. So I'm doing 1 strand of floss over 2 threads of linen. So I'm really hoping to get some more work on this today. But I love it. It's going to be so pretty. And I've seen so many people stitching along. If you'd like to join us, you can use the hashtag Merry Bovee SAL, and you can see everybody's progress, and definitely follow me and Nichol on Instagram so you can see what we're doing and see everybody else who's participating. Let's see. I made notes. Normally I write them down, and last night I couldn't sleep, so I just kind of made them on my phone. So I'm doing that today. Sorry, I misspoke and I got all tongue-tied, and so I had to cut that part out. Anyway, last week I showed you my FFO of Maggie Mae. This is by Stacy Nash. She's part of the Animal Cracker series, and she's my first animal cracker I've made. I was really happy with how she turned out. I showed you, I just kind of made a little slit up the back, and I'm going to put some fabric or felt or something over here. I just love her. She's so precious. I did go ahead and do a hashtag called Maggie Mae Fashion Show. And you can click that hashtag and you can see all the cute little outfits that people have put Maggie Mae in. It is precious. Lots of great stuff out there. There's one that's, I really love. It's like a nautical. She's wearing, I think it's like a white dress. And it's got an anchor, like maybe over here or something. So cute. Anyway, people have given her pearl necklaces and cute little buttons on her, you know, cardigan and stuff. They're so fun. So I did that hashtag, and I actually got another animal cracker, which I'll show you in my haul. And I'm planning on changing her outfit as well. And so you can use this Maggie Mae Fashion Show. And then the other hashtag I did is hashtag Animal Cracker Couture. So feel free to follow either one of those and see what people are dressing up their animal crackers in. I definitely want to stitch her in a couple other outfits too. I think that would be great to just, you know, have out seasonally. So maybe something for summer, maybe, you know, something for fall, Christmas, things like that. But I just, be still my heart. I love her. Okay, so also Carrie from Tiger Lily Designs has a animal cracker finishing tutorial. Now this was exclusive to her Patreon members for the first, I think, month, but now it is on her YouTube channel. So feel free to go over there, watch the video, and you too can learn how to FFO your animal crackers. It was a really helpful video. She makes a really interesting pocket in the back, so you could put your scissors in there or, you know, things. But anyway, it's a really great video. So definitely go over and watch it. It's only about 30 minutes. So really, really informative. Let's see. Let me tell you what else I have. I have 2 FFOs, 1 finish, and I have some haul to show you too. So let's start with my FFOs. So the first thing I have is something I started and finished on Wednesday while I was at the hospital. This is Liberty Chalk Full from Hands On Design. Now, the big piece of this is not stitched. It is the mason jar, and it has these really pretty kind of red daisies on it. So there's that. Included in the chart is this little small. So I stitched this. This is on 32 count straw gingham by Weeks Dye Works. And if you kind of look, you can kind of see the gingham in the fabric. And the called for is on chalkboard by Fabrics by Steph, or I think it's Slate by Fabrics by Stephanie. You could also do it on the chalkboard Zweigart or any type of like dark gray or black of your choice. I used this just because I thought it was kind of fun. I've never stitched on this before, so I stitched it in white. This is Old Lace by Color and Cotton. My red is Ferris Wheel by Color and Cotton. My blue is Hansel by Color and Cotton, and there's a little bit of green right up here, and that is Tomato Leaves by Color and Cotton. So it's only 4 colors of thread. It literally took me maybe about 3 hours. It was not very long. And then I did this kind of blue with some stars on the back. I do have a little bit of a seam right here, but I need to tack down some rickrack. I really like this one because it matches the blue. So I need to put that down and tack that down. And then you'll never even see this. So anyway, I love it. I filled it with wool roving and crushed walnut shells. So it's soft, but also has like a good weight to it too. So I'm really looking forward to having this up here in my patriotic display, which I will show you. I'll show you in just a little bit. And I also had some pictures at the beginning. So I think maybe in my next video, we'll kind of go over that and we'll dissect that a little bit. And I'll show you what I have over there and kind of show things up a little bit closer. My second FFO, and I could not love this more. So this year, Tara Sullivan, Sully Stitches, did Brenda Gervais a daily reminder as her birthday start. We started it on April 6th, and I pretty much stitched it non-stop for about a week or 10 days, and I got it finished. I did do a full Color and Cotton color conversion. You can see that in probably my previous video or also on my Instagram. I have all the colors listed. And here it is. I did not stitch the border. The border had a satin stitch on it. I don't like doing satin stitches. They don't lay right for me. And honestly, I wasn't even gonna mess with it. So I left the border off. I did this kind of white distressed frame from Hobby Lobby. This is an unknown, unnamed dye lot from Color and Cotton. It is kind of a dark, kind of brown. Lovely. And I stitched this all in Color and Cotton. And like I said, you can find the color conversion on my Instagram. And the alphabet, these are all Smyrnas. They were kind of a pain to stitch. Smyrnas aren't hard. There's just so many of them. So by the time I got to around like W, I was over stitching Smyrnas, but man, it really added a little something extra to the piece and I love it. So Tara, happy birthday. I'm so glad I participated and I can't wait to see everybody else's finishes. Okay, so those are my 2 FFOs. I do have one more finish. It's not fully finished and I need to actually take it to the framer, but I can't wait to show you this. Let me put my board behind it because I did stitch on lighter fabric. This is Fleur de Noel by JBW Designs. And I had actually started this piece around Christmas time with 2 different blues. So there's only 2 threads that are called for in the piece. And I don't have the chart with me right now. I think it's in my bedroom on my nightstand because that's my favorite place to stitch and my husband is taking a nap, so I'm not going in there. But it's a really pretty alphabet and I started stitching it in a light blue and a dark blue and I got not very far, maybe got like 4 or 5 letters done and I just kind of was like ick about it. So after I finished A Daily Reminder, I knew Mary Bovee was coming up and I was able, in that couple week period of time, I was able to crank out an animal cracker. And after I finished her, I had just a few days before Mary Bovee started. So I needed something to stitch on. I didn't want it to be a big something. So I worked on this for maybe about 3 nights. And here is Fleur de Noel. So I used a lot of the same colors in this piece that I used in A Daily Reminder. The coral pink is the same, the light pink is the same, the green's the same, the yellow's the same. And I think this kind of medium blue is the same. I added a darker blue and I added a lighter blue and just stitched this up pretty quick. Like I said, about 3 evenings. I think each night I could kind of get about this much done across the board. And so I broke it into like 3 evenings, but I love this so much. This is stitched on either Fog or Vellum by Picture This Plus. I don't remember. But it's so pretty. It's so feminine. I loved working on it. This is actually my first piece I've ever stitched from JBW, and I can assure you it will not be my last. I loved it. I feel like every time I finished a letter, it was like a small, tiny finish. And if you look, some of these letters are just really small, like a C, the D right here, the H and I. So these stitch up really quickly. Like I said, I mean, some of your bigger, more ornate letters took a little bit longer. Honestly, this was the motif that took me the longest just because of all those leaves, but it was really fun to stitch. Okay, so those are my finishes. Let's jump into haul real quick. So let me put up my Mary Bovee real quick. So all those pieces stay together. Okay, haul. I talked about my JBWs. I ordered another one. This is Fleur de Alphabets, and that's just a small piece of it. Here is what the whole thing looks like. Love it. I'm really looking forward to picking out colors for this. It's going to be really pretty, I think. I will say one thing about JBW Designs, and I'll show this just really quickly, but the charts are very small. So this whole thing measures 13 inches wide by 5.5 tall. So as you can see, it is very, very tiny. So somebody had asked me about that. They said that the charts are really small. Do I enlarge them? Sometimes I do. I will I'll scan it and then I will zoom in so it is on a bigger piece of paper. It's just easier for me, and that way too, as I work, I can kind of highlight or mark through what I've done. And that way I'm not marking on my original copy, but it's just a lot easier to see. So I ordered that one. I also ordered Les Petites Letters. And let me see if there's a better picture where you can see all of it. Here it is. This is on a white fabric with a light blue. So that's really fun. I don't know when I'm going to start either one of these, but I just love them so much. From Bent Creek, I ordered the Heartberry sampler. I just thought that was really fun and pretty. I ordered, the other thing I ordered was Nettie. She will be my next Animal Cracker I stitch. I love her. So cute. I love her little dress. Here is what she looks like on the back where she's not wearing the mask and you can actually see her face. So fun. I also have a little bit of haul. My Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month arrived today. I'm in the Neutral Club and this is called Porcelain. It's really pretty. There's just some slight, there we go. There's just some slight modeling to it. I get the 32 count. I don't know if you can still get in the club or not. I'm not really sure. And then I have one more thing coming tomorrow, and that is my Lady Dot Trim of the Month Club from Heartland Quilting and Stitching. So that is what I have purchased this month. And let's see, what else do I have on here? What I'm watching. I just finished the last episode of Happy Face on Paramount Plus. It's about the Happy Face killer. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It kind of left you hanging just a little bit. And so there were some people asking online if there was going to be a second season, and Paramount said they weren't sure yet. It says right now there's no plans for a second season, but I thought that was interesting just the way it ended. So we will see. Let's see. Flosstubers that I'm watching. I did want to give a shout out to some people that I watch every episode of. Handmade by Sarah W. I watched her latest video. It was really good. Jessica the Sweetwater Stitcher, Stitching with Nichol Spohr. The Sable Stitchers, Lenny and Roberta. Obviously Tara Sullivan from Sully Stitches, Sean the Periwinkle Stitcher. Who else did I have? Jody Simply Stitching Ocala, and I watched Tiger Lily this last week too. So there's lots of great stuff out there. So give my friends a watch and a follow, which I think a lot of us end up watching the same Flosstubers too. And then of course Brenda and Laura from Brenda and the Serial Starter. Lots of really good stuff. I really enjoyed their Hobby House tour they did. I loved seeing about the Hobby House retreat, and then in Nicole's video that was posted the other day, she talked about the Chantel Spring Break retreat, and that was really fun too. So it's getting me really excited for the retreat that I'm going to in September, which is the Cross Stitch Extravaganza retreat at Quilter Station in Missouri. So, okay, well, I think that is all I have for this video. One thing I do have planned, and I will tell you about it, is I am going to be filming a video. One of the things that I got asked a lot, not just in my last video, but in previous videos as well, is you want to start using Color and Cotton, but you don't really know where or how to build your stash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film a video where I pick out just some of my favorite reds, my favorite oranges, my favorite yellows, and I'm going to just pick a wide variety of some of my favorite Color and Cotton colors. I did look online this morning to make sure that the stuff I tell you that I use is actually in stock. I was part of their Floss of the Month Club for upwards of like 6 or 7 years. So a lot of what I have was exclusive to the Floss of the Month Club. So some of that is not part of their general dye lot anymore. I really try hard to use the stuff that is available to you. Some of the colors are so similar though that if I say, you know, I used Army Green, it's really similar maybe to Tadpole. So a lot of those are kind of interchangeable. Not all the time though. So there are some that just don't have really close color substitution, but I'm going to film a video with instructions on how you can build your ultimate Color and Cotton stash. So giveaways for this week. I do have a couple things I'm going to give away. These were generously donated from April Jackson at Crafty Bluebonnet. And let me show you what I'm giving away this week. Okay. this is going to be stitching related. So I have 2 charts to give away this week. Oh, you know what? Do I have that other one? Okay, yes, 2 charts. Okay, first of all, this is one of her new Nashville releases this year. This is so lovely. If you would like to win this, use the word, you know what? No, we're not gonna do that. Hold on, let me show you. We're gonna give away this one, so lovely. And then we're also going to give away Need a Little Love. Need a Little Love. Love this one too. And then I'm also throwing in, since it is stitching themed, I'm going to give away a Stitcher's Garden from Tiny Modernist. So what I want you to do, if you would like to win one of these charts, I want you to use the word garden in your comment. I want you to use the word sew, S-E-W, in your comment. And I want you to use the word needle in your comment. And I would like for you to ask me a question. If you have anything that you'd like to know about stitching, color and cotton, my life, my kids, within reason, happy to share that with you. So leave a question, use the magic words, garden, sew, and needle, and I will get those popped in the mail to you. So I need to go back and look at the previous comments and draw winners. So stand by and I will post those here, and then we will wrap this show up. Okay, I just do the winners. So the winner of Bluebonnet Welcome is Suzette Amos 6257. Congratulations. The winner of Feathered Friends July is Jack Sheila Weber 4322. Congratulations. And Miss Our Hero is Redbird 1989. So if you won one of these charts, please send me a message on Instagram at Mrs. Jones Stitches with your address. Make sure you tell me what you won and that what your mailing address is so I can pop these in the mail to you. So congratulations, ladies. Okay, I think that is it. Like I said, use the magic words to win the stitching themed giveaways for this week. I am actually running to the post office today because I have giveaways from last week to mail out. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your time. We'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.